Hey there, welcome back to the channel. If you're over 60 or you're caring for someone who is, you've probably heard that walking is the gold standard for staying active. And yes, walking is great. It's simple. It's accessible. It keeps the body moving. But here's the real talk, walking alone isn't always enough. Especially if you want to build strength, improve balance, and protect yourself or your loved one from the kind of falls that can change life in an instant. So in today's video, we're diving into 5 powerful exercises that are actually better than walking when it comes to boosting strength and preventing falls in older adults. These aren't extreme. You don't need fancy gym gear, and you can do most of them right from the comfort of your own home. Let's get into it, starting with one of the most underrated exercises of all. Exercise number 1, chair squats. Alright, let's talk about chair squats. This move looks simple, but it's one of the most functional and powerful exercises for seniors. Why? Because it strengthens your legs, hips, and core, all of which are essential for standing, sitting, and keeping your balance. Here's how to do it. Find a sturdy chair and stand in front of it with your feet shoulder-width apart. Slowly lower your body down like you're about to sit, but pause right before you touch the chair. Then push through your heels and stand back up. That's 1 rep. Try doing 8 to 10 to start. If you need to, start by actually sitting down fully, then standing up again. That's totally okay. As you get stronger, you'll be able to control that descent and hover before rising. Why it's better than walking? Walking doesn't target your thigh and glute muscles the same way. Chair squats build strength in exactly the muscles you use when getting off the toilet, stepping out of the car, or catching yourself if you trip. Helps with daily independence. Improves mobility. Builds fall prevention power. Exercise number 2, standing leg lifts. Next up, standing leg lifts. This one is a game changer for balance and lower body strength, and you don't even have to move around to do it. Here's how. Stand behind a sturdy chair, placing your hands on the back for support. Slowly lift one leg out to the side, just a few inches off the ground, keeping your back straight and your toes pointing forward. Hold for a second, then lower it down. Repeat 10 times on each leg. You can also try back leg lifts, lifting one foot behind you instead of to the side. Both versions work different stabilizer muscles in the hips and core. Why it's better than walking? Walking uses momentum, but standing leg lifts force your muscles to stabilize and engage in isolation. That means better control and coordination, especially for side-to-side movements, the kind that help you stay upright when you slip or shift your weight. Strengthens hips, glutes, and core. Improves balance and side-to-side stability. Helps with climbing stairs, stepping off curbs, and pivoting. And if you want to make it harder, try doing it without holding on, or add light ankle weights as you get stronger. Exercise number 3, wall push UPS. Alright, let's give some love to the upper body because preventing falls isn't just about legs. Think about it. If you start to fall, what do you instinctively do? You reach out. You brace. You try to stop yourself with your hands and arms. That's why wall push UPS are so essential. Here's how to do them. Stand facing a wall, about an arm's length away. Place your hands on the wall at shoulder height and shoulder width apart. Slowly bend your elbows and lean in toward the wall, keeping your body straight, like a plank. Then push yourself back to the starting position. Do 8 to 12 reps to start. Why it's better than walking? Walking does almost nothing for the upper body, but wall push-ups strengthen your chest, shoulders, and triceps, giving you the reaction time and strength to break a fall or catch yourself. Builds upper body strength, supports posture and core stability, helps with reaching, lifting, and getting out of chairs. And don't worry, you don't need to drop to the floor to get the benefits. Wall push-ups are just as effective for seniors and much easier on the joints. Transition, the balance booster. So far, we've worked on strength, but here's something else that's critical as we age: balance. And the next two exercises are all about that. Because the truth is, most serious falls in older adults don't happen because of weak muscles. They happen because of a loss of balance. That moment when you turn too fast or your foot catches on a rug and you don't have the core or ankle strength to recover. Let's fix that. Exercise number 4, heel-to-toe walk, balance line walk. Now let's move on to a super simple but incredibly powerful balance exercise, heel-to-toe walk, also known as the balance line walk. This one looks easy, but don't be fooled. It's used by physical therapists everywhere to assess and improve balance in older adults. Here's how to do it. Find a hallway or clear space in your home. Stand tall and place one foot directly in front of the other so the heel of your front foot touches the toes of your back foot. Take slow, controlled steps forward, heel to toe. Try to walk 10 to 15 steps without looking down or losing your balance. Use a wall or counter for support if needed at first. If that feels easy, you can try doing it backward or with your eyes focused on a fixed point ahead instead of the floor. Why it's better than walking? Walking is repetitive and usually done without much thought. But heel-to-toe walking forces your brain and body to work together. It improves proprioception, your awareness of where your body is in space. This is crucial for fall prevention. Trains balance and foot placement. Strengthens stabilizing muscles in your ankles and legs. Improves reaction time in unexpected situations like uneven pavement or a missed step. It's also a great diagnostic tool. If this exercise feels shaky or difficult, that's your cue to focus more on balance work in your weekly routine. Exercise number 5, seated marching with arm lifts. Last but definitely not least, let's talk about seated marching with arm lifts. This is the perfect full body exercise for seniors who may have joint pain, limited mobility, or are recovering from injury. And yes, it's done from a chair. Here's how. Sit upright in a sturdy chair with your feet flat on the ground. Start marching your legs, lifting one knee at a time like a slow march. Once you're comfortable, add arm movements. Raise both arms overhead as you lift each knee. Aim for a smooth, steady rhythm. Do 30 seconds to a minute at a time and rest between rounds. Why it's better than walking? This combines aerobic movement, coordination, and strength training without the impact on your joints. It gets your heart rate up and challenges your brain at the same time. Boosts cardiovascular health. Improves coordination. Enhances circulation and mobility, especially helpful for those who sit for long periods. Builds confidence in movement without needing to stand. It's also an amazing exercise to do during TV commercials, while waiting for the kettle to boil, or as part of your morning routine. Building your own weekly routine. Now that you know the 5 exercises that go beyond walking, you might be wondering, how do I fit these into my life? Here's a simple, low-pressure way to start. The 3x5 rule. Pick 3 exercises from the list. Do them 5 times per week. Just 10 to 15 minutes a day is enough to start seeing results. Here's a sample beginner's weekly routine. Day 1, chair squats plus leg lifts. Day 2, seated marching plus wall push UPS. Day 3, heel-to-toe walk plus chair squats. Day 4, rest or light walking. Day 5, leg lifts plus wall push UPS. Day 6, chair squats plus seated marching. Day 7, rest. You don't have to do all 5 exercises every day. The key is consistency, variety, and listening to your body. And remember, it's okay to modify. If you need support, hold on to a chair. If you can't do a full squat yet, just do half. Progress is progress. Common mistakes to avoid. Let's take a quick pause to go over a few mistakes seniors often make when starting these exercises. Rushing through movements, these are not speed drills. The slower you go, the more control and strength you build. Holding your breath, always breathe steadily. Inhale on the easy part, exhale on the effort. Skipping warm-ups, do a quick 2-minute warm-up like gentle arm circles, ankle rolls, or slow walking before you start. Doing too much too soon, if you're sore the next day, that's okay. But don't overdo it in the beginning. Let your body adapt. Comparing yourself to others, this is your journey. Start where you are. The only competition is yesterday's version of you. Why strength matters more after 60. Before we wrap this section up, let's quickly talk about why strength training matters more, not less, as we age. Starting in your 30s, we begin to lose muscle mass naturally. It accelerates after 60 and even more after 70. This is called sarcopenia, and it's one of the leading causes of frailty, weakness, and falls in older adults. But here's the good news. You can reverse it. With just a few minutes of targeted movement each day, you can rebuild lost muscle, boost balance and mobility, increase independence, improve your confidence in everyday life. This isn't about looking like a bodybuilder. It's about living stronger, longer. Making exercise a habit, not a chore. So now you've got the exercises. You know how to do them, and you know why they're better than just walking. But here's the real challenge. How do you make this part of your everyday life without it feeling like a burden? Let's talk strategy. 1. Tie it to an existing habit. One of the easiest ways to stick with movement is to attach it to something you already do. For example, do seated marching while watching the morning news. Do heel-to-toe walks after brushing your teeth. Fit in chair squats before making coffee. This technique is called habit stacking, and it works because you're not creating a brand new routine, you're building on top of one you already have. 2. Use visual reminders. Put a sticky note on your fridge. 5-minute move break. Leave your resistance band on the chair. Set a daily alarm with a positive message like, "Time to move for you." These visual cues are powerful nudges that gently remind you to keep going. 3. Keep track with a simple calendar. Print out a basic weekly calendar. Every time you do an exercise, put a check mark or sticker on that day. You'll be amazed at how motivating it feels to see your consistency build over time. Remember, even just 3 days a week can make a difference, and small steps lead to big changes. Celebrating small wins. You don't have to run a marathon. You don't need a six-pack. But maybe this week you stood up from the chair a little easier. Maybe your legs don't feel as shaky after the stairs. Maybe you caught your balance instead of stumbling. That is success. That is strength. We don't celebrate those little wins enough, but they are everything as we age. So take a moment to recognize your progress. Tell yourself, "I showed up for me today," and let that be enough. If you're caring for a senior loved one. Now, if you're not a senior yourself, but you're caring for a parent, grandparent, or older loved one, this part is for you. You can absolutely help them build these habits gently and positively. Here's how. Start small and make it fun. Try doing the exercises together. Avoid pressure, use encouragement, not guilt. Offer choices, let them pick the time or the type of movement. Celebrate any progress, clap, smile, high five. And above all, be patient. Many older adults are nervous to start exercising because they're afraid of falling or looking silly. Your reassurance, your calm presence can change everything. Say things like, "Let's just try it for 2 minutes. You're doing great already. Look how strong you're getting." And most importantly, model the behavior. If they see you stretching, moving, or doing wall push-ups, they'll be much more likely to try it themselves. When to talk to a doctor or physical therapist. Now, quick but important note. If you or your loved one has heart issues, experiences dizziness when standing, has had a recent fall or fracture, uses a walker or cane regularly, feels pain doing any of these movements. Pause and check with a healthcare provider first. A physical therapist can modify these exercises or recommend alternatives tailored to your exact needs. Never push through sharp pain or serious discomfort. Movement should challenge you, not harm you. And if you do work with a professional, ask them to create a fall prevention plan. This might include balance training, footwear advice, and even a home safety check. Why this matters more than ever. Let's pull back for a moment. Why are we talking about exercises better than walking? Because falls are the leading cause of injury and death in seniors over 60. And yet, most of them are preventable. You don't need to accept weakness, frailty, or fear of falling as part of getting old. You can build muscle. You can regain balance. You can walk into your 70s, 80s, even 90s with more confidence than you thought possible. But it starts with simple steps. 5 moves, a few minutes each day, a willingness to believe that it's not too late, because it isn't. Encouraging and sincere. If this video helped you or you're excited to try these exercises, give it a thumbs up so we know this content matters to you. If you want more practical tips on aging well, preventing health risks, and staying independent through your 60s and beyond, don't forget to subscribe to this channel, Wellness and Wisdom. We post videos with care, compassion, and real-life insight just like this one. Drop a comment below. Which of these 5 exercises are you going to try first? Or, if you've already been using them, tell us your results. We'd love to hear your story. And hey, if you know someone, a parent, a friend, a neighbor who could benefit from this video, share it with them. It might just keep them safe and strong. You're never too old to grow stronger. You're never too late to begin. Thanks for being here with us today. Keep moving. Keep smiling. And we'll see you in the next video.